What's happening? Good morning, everybody. What is going on? Stick around. It's going to be a good one today. You guys that watch on the replay, thanks for watching. Today is day 5 of our series on how to become more dangerous. And day 501, 2, 3, day 505 in a row without hesitation. Without hesitation. So let's get live on Instagram. Maybe Matt Moore will join us over there today. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to Live 365, where we talk about business and personal development. And I try to share a few things with you every day that might help you get a little bit better at business and life, mostly from things that I've screwed up in the past. Jameson Griffin, good to see you, buddy. Mr. David Zimchek, good to see you on YouTube. And Ben Bryant in this morning. Going to be a beautiful day here in northern Maine. Coffee's good. Got all my stuff done this morning. Uploaded some stuff and pounded another 5 or so videos into Riverside so I can chop those into reels and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, good morning from Natchez. How are you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth. Remember, what was his name? Fred Sanford. Elizabeth. It's the big one. Shoot. How are you? Good to see you guys. Yeah, had a few good coaching calls yesterday. Good to connect with people and get some more today. But we'll also do a little work on the house today and keep things moving along. So, yeah. Good morning, Andrea. Andrea Gooch. Yeah, good to see you. So, yeah, I ran 2 deck boards short, so I'll get those in this morning and get the cable rail going, I think. So, yeah, we're getting there. I just want to scratch that off the list to be done with that and then probably move back inside to finish the remaining demo. Going to get some windows ordered today. Going to go up and see Nate and the crew from Richardson Hardware and Patton, who've been great. I don't know what we've spent there so far, but it's a lot. And we're in there just about every day, if not me, Wendy, or both of us. So yeah, getting what we need. So thankful to have those guys in our corner and putting out good stuff. I mean, they on their sweatshirt it says if we don't have it, you don't need it. And they're right. They haven't not had something that I've needed yet. So good morning, Dustin Hippensteel and Paul Tarasuk, Jess Novak and Rachel. Good to see you. Yeah. What's happening? May 15th, halfway through the month. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah. Good morning from Memphis, says Bubba. If you're in Nashville and didn't see me, you missed out. They truly did. And you had a great event yesterday with some upper level players. Bubba, that was good to see you. Yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which day it was, but I think it was yesterday. Good morning, Wendy. Bubba will be happy that you're here doing the links. I won't have to catch any flack from him over it. So make sure you get those in there. Yeah, what's good, guys? How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Anybody care to weigh in? Ben's getting a new van today. 3rd day in a row I've been saying that. The first one, what? The first one got totaled. No. Hope everybody's okay. Wow. Damn, that ain't good. Yeah, is that 2 totaled vans? No. Man, a 9-point shabum. I like it. Well, we'll get you the other point 333. Is that right? I don't know. Oh shoot. 32233. Okay. John Griffiths a 10. How could you not be, right? You're on the live 365. Yeah, we're talking about being dangerous, right? Not with your hands, okay? About being capable. 9.48 to be exact. Roy is here. We can get going with the material. Thanks for joining us, Roy. Ben, tell him what time we start. Yeah, you got to leave a little room for improvement, right, Jess? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Did you know that the conversations you avoid are usually the problems controlling your life? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it was at the sales lot. They were doing a pre-sale inspection when a Jeep on a lift fell and hit the back end, knocked it off the back off. Wow. Yeah. Jeez. Wonder if that guy's looking for a job today. I wonder if he likes to build ponds. Yeah. Well, hey, glad no one was hurt, or I hope no one was hurt. Wendy, a 9.8. Good to hear. Also, room for improvement, Jess, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, classic line I've been saying. Some of you are not overwhelmed because life is hard, right? Sometimes it's because you avoid those conversations, right? That need to happen. And you know who you are, right? You're pausing, you're not doing it. You're like, dumb Jeeps. Hey. Don't get me going on the Jeeps. Yeah, maybe you're avoiding those tough employee conversations, right? Probably that guy that lost that van off the lift or the Jeep off the lift is going to have a tough conversation. Maybe it's a pricing conversation, or maybe you're avoiding conversations with somebody about a boundary. Right. Wendy's beating me. Got to improve. Yeah. How about that accountability conversation or relationship conversation, sales conversation? Ever had to fire a client? That's a difficult conversation, right? And while you avoid them, the problem grows. Okay. Dangerous people handle the hard conversations, right? They're dangerous. They're capable. They're effective. Not because they enjoy it. If you enjoy that stuff, I would question your motive, right? Um, but they understand that the avoidance of the conversations is expensive, right? A lot of you guys in here have employees, right? How many times have you finally ended up parting company with somebody and said, man, I should have done that a year ago. I should have done that 6 weeks ago, and it cost me X, Y, and Z for not doing it then, or it's still costing me this and that and the other because I let him stay. Okay, so this is day 5 of our series on 10 days and ways to become more dangerous. Again, dangerous doesn't mean reckless. Okay, it just means capable and disciplined and steady and honest and willing to address reality. Because weak leadership avoids tension. Okay, strong leadership addresses it. We build strong leaders here, right? Jess, been there, done that. Me too. Yep. Wendy, I'm showered and ready to rip. Did my hair today. Haven't done my hair in weeks. Been forever. Ponytail messing up. She saw a picture yesterday on the Aura frame that we have, and she says, remember when I used to be put together? That was before we started a house project, right? You're still doing great, babe. And then slamming them in the ringer after being the therapist. Yeah, right. Done doing that, says Jess. Good. Let this be the day you stop doing it. Because avoidance creates suffering, right? We suffer. The longer you avoid something, the heavier it becomes. Am I right? Yeah. It's like a tractor pull with the weight just getting, the further you go, the heavier the weight gets, right? Most people know exactly the conversation they have to have. You guys are probably thinking of one right now. But instead, people delay. Yeah, hope things improve. We'll give it another week, see if he comes around. I kind of talked to him, but in the meantime, they complain privately to other people in the company or family or friends. And resentment builds, but they're just avoiding discomfort, and they want to pretend like, well, now's not the right time. Now's not the right time. Somebody's being toxic in your company and you're like, well, he's got a family. Really? He's not thinking of the family when he's being toxic. Okay. And in the meantime, the issue grows. Okay. And we've got people, I'm thinking of 5. Yeah. Some examples are like that employee that needs accountability or a client that ignores boundaries, spouse conversation, a friend draining your energy, just dumping their stuff on you every day, or a team member, right? A team member could be hurting culture, right? Kind of a cancer to the culture. The pricing issues, right? Those are tough conversations. Financial reality, pulling your head out of the sand. Health conversations, just with yourself, right? So avoidance doesn't eliminate the problems, guys. They're still there. It just compounds them, okay? The conversation you avoid today becomes the stress you carry tomorrow. Yeah. The weak leaders avoid temporary discomfort. They do. And want to be comfortable all the time. Most avoidance is just like emotional self-protection, right? If I don't, that's hot burner. I'm not touching that. I'll leave it alone. Um, and we're going to avoid the hard conversations because we fear rejection and conflict and awkwardness and disappointing people or being misunderstood or hurting people's feelings or losing approval, right? So instead we just tolerate dysfunction, and then we just create new ways to cut a wide arc around this issue or this person, and then nobody's happy, right? If you got a contract in business or some other business and you're here or you're in a leadership position, you've seen how this shows up by like tolerating weak employees or allowing someone to operate at a lower standard. Yeah, Jess, that's right. Make it emotional. It's just business, right? Maybe it shows up as underpricing jobs or letting a client walk all over your boundaries or kind of manhandle one of your employees when you're not there. Maybe it shows up as failing to communicate expectations because that's uncomfortable. Hey, how about hey, guys? Who's ever given away work instead of writing up a change order or saying, "Gee, Rachel, that's outside the bounds of the scope of our work. Would it be okay if I wrote up a change order for you and let you know how much that was going to be today?" Right? I'd be embarrassed to tell you how many years it took me to be able to say that. Okay, so in all of that, we're avoiding leadership, and then we wonder why we're burned out, resentful, exhausted, frustrated, and constantly like putting out fires. Right? Call me the fireman. Right? Every standard you fail to enforce becomes a standard you accept. Said more simply, what we're not changing, we're choosing. Right? That's pretty strong. Expectation setting is huge. So true, Ben says. Yeah. Pavlov's method. Yeah. Yeah. I tase them. That's right. I was reading in the book, The Science of Scaling. One person quoted, of course, I'll butcher it, but if it said the rate at which we would be successful if we never made the same mistake twice would be like just astronomical. But we do. We make the same mistake twice a lot. Good morning, Bill Hillstrom. What's going on? So we got to be clear. Somebody mentioned expectations. Rachel, I think it was. And that goes along with clarity, right? Clarity is kindness, right? Think about that for a minute. Hard conversations are often more respectful than avoidance. Aren't you being more kind if you tell someone something that either is on your heart or on your mind and they need to hear it? Okay. The skill, though, is being able to say it while being nice. Okay. People think avoiding conversations is being nice, but unclear leadership creates the confusion. And confusion creates the frustration, the anxiety, the resentment, the poor performance, the damaged trust. All right? Clear expectations help people. Weak communication hurts people. To be unclear is to be unkind. Listen, you guys are on fire today in the chat. Thank you. Right? Unclear job expectations, vague leadership. We don't know who's in charge. Inconsistent standards. One guy shows up 10 minutes late. It's okay. Another guy's 10 minutes early. They make the same. Why? Passive, communication, passive aggressive behavior, avoiding directness, all that. There's that link for the Edge Live community. Nudge, nudge. Clear is kind. Unclear is cruel. Right? It was in my notes, Rachel. You said it. Yeah, and I've talked a lot about confidence too, right? Confidence grows through the difficult conversations, right? Every hard conversation you survive builds confidence. Wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Oh, I got that. Hey, they didn't yell at me. They didn't quit. They thanked me for being honest. They said I was the first one that ever told them what they needed to hear. Yeah, some of us are setting people on fire. Ben, you're full of it today. Yeah. Once I become more confident, I'll handle the conversations. Nope. It's once you handle the conversations, you'll become more confident. It comes from handling them. Think about sales calls or, not what Ben said, but firing people, not putting them on fire. difficult client meetings. There's all kinds of difficult conversations you guys either navigate through or around every day. Boundaries. Hey, that doesn't work for me. Let me tell you why. Raising prices. Hey, I want to let you know what we have going on with our pricing right now. Leadership conversations. Boom. Hey, there's some moments of truth. I think you could have navigated better. Let's talk about it. Family conversations. Hey, that's not working for me right now. Would it be okay if we had a conversation? Right? Creating company vision, sharing it with your team. So very true. So very important. Once they know where they're all going. Steps. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. Bubba, don't be bashful about telling about the Edge Live, Bob. If you believe in your product 100%, help somebody, you have a moral and ethical obligation to tell everybody about it. Well, stick around, Bubba, because I'm going to pitch it hard at the end of this. But you're right. You're right. Sometimes I just kind of throw it out there and say, oh, yeah, by the way, do this. When I really believe you should join the Edge Live, like Bill Gustafson did yesterday. Yeah, like Zach Clark did. Yeah. Getting some great people in the group right now. Every avoided conversation weakens self-trust. Yeah, let's go, baby. Every completed conversation strengthens identity, right? Hey, I don't run from hard stuff. I don't avoid hard conversations. I don't shirk my responsibility as a leader. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'll be more confident. Guys, put my microphone up a little bit. Stand tall. Courage is built through confrontation, not avoidance. Okay. And Jess, you mentioned emotions, right? Hard conversations require calm leadership, right? We can't get emotional in this stuff, right? Kind of ties into day 2 a little bit. Dangerous people stay composed. They communicate clearly. They don't get sarcastic or passive aggressive. They don't explode emotionally. They don't attack people. They don't gossip behind their backs. They don't avoid reality. This is the situation. This is what I'd like to see change. Shut the front door. Bill is in the fold again. Now it's a party. Yeah. I mean, is it even a group if Gustafson's not in the mix? Yeah. Guys got to address issues directly and respectfully. That last word is hugely important. Respectfully. Okay. Because there'll be a time when somebody has to say something hard to you, and you will want them to do that respectfully. So the goal is not to dominate. All right. It's just a resolution. All right. Yeah. So before hard conversations, slow down a bit, remove the emotion, take a breath, sit at your desk for a minute, whatever it is, collect your thoughts, smile in the mirror, whatever it takes. Just focus on the facts. Less said, the better sometimes when you're doing that. Okay. Clarify the expectations, stay respectful, and stay direct, and be done at the end of it. How we say things is more important than what we say many times, Rachel says. Yeah. Put your Talkman speaker boots on for the morning live. Yeah. Strong people say hard things calmly, right? You can say something that's really hard and you just be calm about it. All right. And your life changes when you stop avoiding this reality, guys. Growth often begins with just uncomfortable truth, right? I call them moments of truth. And one of the talks that I've done is just those leadership moments of truth. They're going to show up for you every day. And when you start to recognize them, you can field them like a ground ball at short and fire it over to first, right? Some people just need to admit they're unhealthy, that they're financially disorganized. They need to admit their standards are weak. They need to admit that their business is all jacked up and lacks systems, or their relationship needs work, or that they are, in fact, the bottleneck, right? Or admit, and I've been guilty of this, they've been playing small. Admit that you've been playing small or dimming your light so that others might shine, right? You can't solve problems that you refuse to confront. They don't go away. I used to tell people that, I'm looking at Dave's deck right now. It's not rotten, but when we'd go look at a deck and you could see the rotten kickboard underneath the door, and they're like, it's probably all right. Don't pull that off. I'm like, no, I'm sure it looks better underneath. It's like I used to tell people, it's like a rock in the ground. You're only seeing the top of it. Okay. All right. So when you refuse to confront something, you might only be seeing the front end of it. All right. Those problems don't go away, and rotten wood doesn't grow back. Okay. And that avoidance of that stuff feels great temporarily, but honestly, it creates freedom. You'll feel a lot better. Okay. I've had plenty of difficult conversations that I've avoided, and I've had plenty that I've walked into. The ones that I've walked into always feel better afterwards. Okay. The tough ones are when somebody gets the drop on you and kind of catches you off guard. But you can always go back and say, hey, you kind of caught me off guard there a few minutes ago. I probably should have said this. And then just say it. All right. These are leadership moments, whether you step into them or not. It could be about pricing, boundaries, like I said, coaching conversations, personal relationships. Like, I've had conversations where one conversation changed everything. And it changed how I felt about somebody that I was really feeling badly about before. Had a conversation. All right, we're good. Okay. Yeah. If there's one thing coaching's taught me is that the conversations people avoid are almost always the things holding them back. I mentioned that in the beginning. Yeah. So much of that. So much of my coaching is encouraging someone to have a conversation. Right. Even doing these lives every day has forced me to become more direct, more honest, more transparent, and willing to say things people need to hear. I'll do that on live coaching calls too. Not just what they want to hear. I consider that one of my skills is being able to say something to somebody that they need to hear without making them feel terrible. Okay. Building them up. Okay. So as I always say, you don't need another strategy. Just, need more information. Just one hard conversation to get the ball rolling. All right. Ben said he's got 5. All right. I challenge you to have 1. Because 1 could change your business, your marriage, your leadership style, your health, your finances, your future. Yeah, Dan says, Dan, thanks for being here, man. The things that hurt us the most are the things that are never said. Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about becoming more dangerous. And dangerous people do not avoid difficult conversations. They walk into them. They understand that temporary discomfort creates long-term freedom. And again, the conversations you avoid are usually the problems controlling your life. So take a look at what conversations you're avoiding, maybe some that you've avoided this week, all right? And they probably tie very closely to the problems you're having in your life, okay? Yeah, Dan saw Bubba this week. I love seeing the posts, guys. Keep them coming. And all you guys that are out there at Nash Vegas at the Contractor Fight event, I know a lot of you guys, so hope you're having a good time. Just I always say get in the right rooms, and that's the right room, so good for you. Guys, let me talk about the edge line. Dan got a pew, pew, pew. Also, he did, huh? Dan traveled. Dan, don't mess with Dan. Dan's a good guy to know if something breaks out. And he knows how to travel with firearms. I like it. I have questions about that. I call Dan. Yeah, guys, this the stuff that I was talking about today, the hard conversations. This is the stuff we talk about in the Edge Live. So, Bubba, get your ears on, okay? If you join us in the Edge Live, what is Edge Live? It's our private group. It's hosted on my CRM, which is high level, okay? It's a private community. The platform is similar to school. Is it free? No, it's $249 a month. I bet you wasted that in the last 3 days on something silly. $249. What does it get you? It gets you in the right room. It gets you with a bunch of winners, many of whom are on this call. It also gets you 3 calls. One is a personal development call. One is a business development call. And the third one is office hours. We just had our business call last Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, we're going to have our personal development call, 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay. You can get in. And then the following week, we will do office hours where we're going to put somebody on the hot seat and say, hey, what's the biggest constraint in your business? And we're going to attack it. Not them. We're going to attack the issue. And the people that come to these calls have a lot to offer. All right. So if you're starting in business or you've been in business for a while and you're frustrated, you're tired of the same year after year, recreating your business every January 1st, and you want to take things to that next level, maybe you're at 500K and you want to go to 1.5. Maybe you're at 1.5 and you're like, hey, what got me here isn't going to get me there. All right. This is the place to be. I consider it the best value in the personal and personal and business development space, hands down. Okay. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying this is a great community. Only started about a month ago. Okay. We just kind of kicked it off. The first 25 people in are going to become part of the Founders Circle and have some good perks, okay? Discounts to events, but also we're going to do a call now and then. I'll figure out the cadence for that. which will be limited to the early adopters. Okay. Guys that believed in me on the front end, guys like Bubba Hogan. All right. Yeah. People like Jess Novak. All right. So we want to get you in there. All right. If you have questions about it, hop on, let me know. Shoot me a DM or get a schedule link, whatever. Reach out to Wendy. She'll get you on my schedule. I hate saying that. It sounds weird. Just reach out to me and I'll ask Wendy to put you on my schedule. You get a fancy founder's jacket and everything. Yeah, it's like the 70s NFL coats with it'll say Edge on the front, and in January when you move your arm, the sleeve will crack. The collar, like the letter jacket. What do you think, Bub? We could have something going, right? We'll put WWBD on the back. We have fun. We have a good time, but guys, we're serious about it too. We want to help you get better. And you guys know enough now. This is year 3, 4, 5. This is year 4 for me, laying into this coaching business and trying to be a 10-year overnight success. So I appreciate you guys that have supported me, that share the stuff. By the way, share the show, share the stuff, and jump in and contribute and just have conversations about me and what I'm doing when I'm not around. And I know you do that, and I appreciate you. So anyway, guys, we got to get rolling. We got to get up to Richardson's Hardware before they wonder where we're at. Okay. It has to be sleeveless so I can wear it in Florida. Yeah. We'll get you the Chachi model. We'll do a video of just cutting the sleeves off. I'm talking like the colored coat with the white sleeves. You know what I mean? A little crew neck thing on it. Maybe even a varsity letter. We'll do pins too, you know. I could hear Wendy going, "Oh God," from the other room. What's that? Yeah, Richardson's is going to call. They're going to do a wellness check here because we haven't been to the lumber yard yet. What are we going to do today? We're going to put the last 2 deck boards in, get it flashed up. It's flashed, but I want to walk some Vicor up the wall a little bit. I'm not much for a rotten sill. Got to put a piece of PVC on the kicker and try to figure out how I'm going to drill a hole straight through 3.5 inches of PT post for the wire. I need a template or something. I need to mount my drill press to the post like a core drill. Hey, Wendy, stay on the other side and close one eye and look. And when you see the drill bit come through, make sure it hits the mark. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to be the first time I've used this wire system. It's called Cablura, Cablura. Pretty reasonable online. I took a shot on them. I heard about them on Instagram, and I said, well, maybe they take my money. Maybe they don't send me stuff, but it came down to it, and the stuff arrived. So come on, get it now. Hedge Founders Party in July. But we ain't having no party. The party is tools in our I can hear Wendy now. Bonnie, we're not having a party. 5-foot drilled. Nice, Luke. Come on out. We probably could get 2 posts at once. So, yeah, we'll see if we can figure that out. I'm thinking about taking a piece of aluminum and making a template, just at least so that, everything will be lined up. Got to figure out a way to work my laser into that operation as well. So, and I did use I put the caution tape up yesterday because I think Wendy was kind of low level laughing at me for buying a roll of caution tape when we first went to the hardware store, and I haven't found a place to use it yet. So I used it on the deck yesterday because we haven't got the rail stuff on yet. So anyway, looks pretty ghetto right now, but it's safe, right? So hey, if somebody took a header off that, at least I tried. Right? So anyway, all right, guys, it's been fun. Always good to chat. Happy Friday. Have a good rest of the day and the week. Wendy, relax, my guy. We have our hands full. We do too. Speaking of hands, my hands are less tingly today. Could have been that day off from the physical stuff yesterday. So I still have a few rolls of crime scene tape if you want. Freaking lasers. You gotta have a laser, Rachel. Come on. Are you even doing anything if you haven't got the laser out? Hang a picture on a wall. Hang on, let me get the laser. For most stuff right now, my default answer is, hang on, let me get the tractor. Don't pick up those 2 things down around the corner. Let me get the tractor. We'll bring it around. I'll lower the bucket, and then we'll raise it up and dump it in the dumpster. Yeah, that's how that goes. So Dumpster number 3. Whew. Anyway, one more funny thing. I called to set up a boiler cleaning yesterday, establish a relationship with a local person. It was Bates Fuel down in Stacyville. And she said, Samantha says, answers the phone. I said, hey, I'm Bob Turner. I said, I need to, set up a boiler clean. Just bought a house in Sherman. She said, oh, yeah, whereabouts? I said, well, I'm the idiot that bought the dog house, the dog place where they had all the puppies in a kennel. She goes, oh, and she spit out the address. I go, yeah, they left an impression on you too, huh? So we had a funny conversation, but we scheduled a boiler cleaning. And I found out that and Wendy, I don't know if I told you this yet. She told me the boiler hadn't been cleaned since 22. So I said, well, on the upside, it's still running. So we'll see. Yeah, you got to have the laser level. So, yeah, for sure. So anyway, we're establishing relationships. And I feel like I'm on. Did you ever see that movie? Was it Funny Farm, when the town tried to get the people to buy the house and they all acted nice and everything until the people moved in? And they tried to, I can't remember how it was. And the mail guy, we got the same mail guy. He drives this little Hyundai or something down the road, or a Scion or something. And the guy hammers down this camp road. It's a dirt road. And he's got this guy. He must have a trunk full of spare tires, because he came around the corner once and I headed right for the ditch, because he was probably doing 40 on this little dirt road, coming around a corner full of potholes, and he didn't care. He was wearing every one of them. So anyway, all right, guys, I got to go. We got things to do, places to be, people to meet, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., same time, same station. Take care. Love you guys. I'm out.